Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn bottom right side as the orange Delhi Sultanate, we got May. Spawn top left side as the yellow Mongols, got EL.loueMT. This map does have decent amount of deer, and this is with a new patch now. A new patch made it harder to herd deer, at least pushing the deer deposits, but this map doesn't really have close by natural deer deposits. You got a large one over in the corner, next to the sheep here. But a bunch of small ones here, so this may be a good map for professional scouts. This map does offer a good amount of berries, which is good for Islamic civilizations who has the advanced berries, such as Delhi Sultanate. Mongols, not so much. They're going to struggle for food like always. And, oh, that's interesting. Look what Yellow did there. He placed down the gear immediately and started collecting up deer around it and put the town center next to the wood deposit. Or, wait, it's also next to the gold deposit as well, so it can collect up from there. Is there some sort of unique combo? Let's keep an eye on the Mongol player with this sort of interesting layout. The 5 villagers here. Deer stone. Looks like he made power to collect the gold deposit when I was not paying attention. Yes, he already collected up enough gold. So he power collected the gold and then went for the sheep. Ah, I see. So he ordered the village to start mining from gold there, moved the gear next to it, and then put the task of sheep next to it. And that's how he did his age up. That's actually pretty smart. We do have now Dome of the Faith now being put on the field. We'll give you bargain bin scholars. We got the deer stone here as well. Perhaps we're going to see some Magadai play. Delhi Sultanate does not have any Age 2 heavy infantry or any heavy units. So Magadai could be a little bit more effective, though there's many things you can always do. This map's not too half bad for trade. You got the trade post guaranteed to be a pretty good distance. Of course, Mongol trade is always a double-edged sword because you can't even build basic walls protected. Orange has obtained a good number of sheeple there, 19. Of course, spending time collecting berries, which do collect up faster thanks to the improved berries. This is with a new patch. I remember the biggest part was the fact that deer was nerfed, but I can't remember what else. I think all the other changes were relatively small. Just smaller balance changes. I think House of Lancaster got hit by a bit more nerfs than other civs. But that's about it. No, it was also the Malians as well, but the monks, Javelier, now having, rather Musavati movement speed has the intermediary Yeoman movement speed, if I remember correctly. Scholar trying to heal up these villagers. The Age 3 con does 3 damage every 2 seconds, so not great. We do now have, of course, stable there, eyeing for this stability in his life. We have a stable here going for ×2 Keshiks. Slowly whittling down this villager. Got a single Keshik on the build queue as well. And Orange actually bringing back more sheep. I wonder if Yellow somewhat failed collecting sheep. I don't see too many sheep over here. Oh, I see a lot of villagers. So Orange may have been a bit more successful claiming sheep. Keshiks get a double charge attack there. Just need to get the moon speed arrow. There we go. Allow the Keshiks to keep up with the horsemen, if not even greater. But of course, 5 seconds do not last very long at all. If my offhand math is incorrect, guys are ready to move at 1.88. These guys were moving at 2.16. Let's just round it out to a nice even 3 movement speed across 5 seconds. Means he got able to close distance by 1 tile. Or a little bit, yeah, let's just go with 1 tile. It's rough rounding. Not great. Got now 3 Keshiks here. We can defeat 3 Gauss Raiders. Good charge attack there. The other Gauss Raider has been healed up by a bargain bin scholar. We do now have some hardened spear now being researched by the Delhi Sultanate. And we got the Deer Stone pushed way forward, which is actually quite important. Deer Stone provides the Yam network. It's the only mobile structure that the Mongols have to provide Yam. And this will greatly help him out. This, I think, will push up his heavy cavalry will now move ever so slightly slower than the Ghazi Raider. Equal speed, not perfect, but good. And spearmen, a good contingent spearmen from both sides would probably be a good idea. But we do have now around a Khans, Hunters, and Magadais now in the field. Spearman's push way forward, try and torch down the Deer Stone now. So I was taking a drink, I put the drink next to my wrong hand. Scholar's getting some good healing down the Ghazi Raiders, so it's talking about the health, so didn't take necessarily any damage, nor did the Mongol player just yet. Khans, Hunters, and Magadais push right forward. They can deal with that spearman no problem. Of course, when they have the combat sprint, they actually will move faster than Magadai, but then again, there's also the Deer Stone, so the Magadai do move at a pretty good rate. Good amount of damage coming out there. Needs to fall back. Does a couple hits there. One Magadai does go down. Significant loss of DPS there, but does finish off some of the Ghazi Raiders. We don't have any plus damage or armor just yet. Looks like Orange has not gotten time to build out a blacksmith. Paul should get one going. Get +1 range armor as soon as he can. There's a blacksmith now. Additionally, the Mongol player may want to go for his own blacksmith to get out some +1 range damage for those Magadai. It will go a very long way. But right now, all the various mounted archers he has on the field are just meant to escort the Keshiks from spearmen. An archer is not necessarily a perfect counter to the moment since Keshiks are on the field. However, Keshiks are not very cost effective compared to horsemen when dealing with archers. If he starts seeing archers in the field, Mongol player should probably eye for more horsemen. Strangely enough, Keshiks are actually not... They're actually horrible versus archers in comparison to how effective horsemen are effective against archers. Keshiks are the DPS of the heavy cavalry, but they also... I was doing a bit of math one day with them, and I always get a little bit disappointed in Keshiks. They don't really... Mongols go for them because they have no other real choice for heavy infantry, but they're not super great for Mongols. I sort of think Keshiks need a rework. Rather than focus on DPS of a heavy cavalry unit, they actually fit better for the Mongol composition if they were actually more of a beefy one, where they do less damage but have perhaps similar durability as a regular knight. Horsemen actually do have higher DPS per cost than Keshiks. Versus ranged units, of course, so archers and crossbowmen. I'll worry about that a little bit later. We do have a good number of spearmen here. And the Magadai just have to start cutting around, which this is one of the few situations they're actually decent. But we do have a decent amount of Mongol archers in the field, but it looks like they're just on a defensive situation. I think Spearman would have been a better option in that case, but he probably didn't have a barracks in the field, or still probably doesn't have one. Hope those Keshiks do manage to get themselves spear braced. We do now have these horsemen push way forward. Here, someone's probably set up ablaze. And the deer stone's now set ablaze, so its lifespan is very limited. Archers pushing or villagers trying to push forward and get it repaired up is not likely. Decent amount of damage there. Does use the sprint build there. Keshiks engage the Gauzy Raiders, but simply very outnumbered. He can't get a proper surround there. Getting this of large pile of stone actually may have saved some Keshiks there due to the lack of surround capability. Spearmen moving around. Some of the Khan's hunters getting picked off there. We'll make this distance. Archers firing away. We do have +1 range armor research. We do have +1 range damage and melee armor research. What if melee damage or melee armor was a misclick? Then again, he's not going to get any range use, so not sure. With Keshiks, it may be better to go for melee damage than melee armor. Haven't done the math on too much, honestly. Yellow may have done the math of going for melee armor would be beneficial. Let's see, +2 for 70, so 14 damage per strike for his Keshiks, or against his Keshiks. Which, of course, with 4 melee armor, so reduce down to 10. So yeah, it looks like +1 melee armor will make him take another hit from the Gauzy Raiders. Because after all, 10 damage pretty easy to calculate. It was 11, and then you see there's 5 health left over from 10 damage divisibility. So yeah, I think the melee armor is actually useful. With extremely offhand math. +1 melee damage now on the way for the Delhi Sultanate player. This catch is getting hit a little bit there. Magadai and Khan's is actually in the front line. Kashik's a little bit falling behind. The Khan, of course, can use a speed arrow, but not going to be super useful. This is too great. Charges in right there. Some of the Magadai do go down. The Khan stays up, however. So side does not get decaptured there. We do have now these Gauzy Raiders pushing forward. Still no Spearmen. I really think he should have been going Spearman. He sees opponents going for Spearman Gauzy Raiders, so his own Spearman would be perfectly adequate against other Spearmen and be a very good counter to the Gauzy Raiders. House of Learning being full in the field, which gave him a set of 6 technologies to research. Of course, the Deadly Summon doesn't really have access to timing attacks. After all, by the time they get something, a time attack deployed in the field, they must have really aged up quite highly. In the veteran research actually fully completed. The Mongol player has almost enough gold to age up, and needs a lot more food. Probably go with a Stepper out, though Turtle Tie is always nice as well. Scholar will go down there, looks like he's trying to pick up a relic upon aging up. He will not be successful. That could alert Yell that his opponent's aging up if he sees a Scholar right next to a relic. That as well, the new age up again, is a good indication. And do have some lines to be pulled up by Delhi Sultan. Cross one would be a good idea to mix on in as well. He's fighting against mass Keshiks. We got a big round of archers now pushing forward for the Mongol player. The Mongol player is going to try to close the game before the tech starts taking hold. He has enough gold to age up and needs a bit more food. I wonder how many pastures he has. Archers now advancing, gets a good volleys there. No siege engineers. Lancer not pulled the field. Got now that scout there, picking up some venison. Let's see, any pastures just yet? We do have 3 pastures on the field, but no longer over supported. The coral tie is being established, so you probably need to eye traders relatively eventually. Of course, you don't have to go to the silver tree to get out good traders for the Mongols. Just a little bit cheaper. Now we do have the veteran Ghazi Raider actually researched, so now we have a timing attack. Or timing defense. Veteran Spearman has not completed just yet, still halfway there, but veteran Ghazi Raider is a sizable bump in firepower, plus he has a good contingency of Lancers so far. More reasons why Yellow should have gone for Spearman a long time ago. Coral Tie needs to establish himself in this region. He needs that bonus damage in order to equalize the effects. There's the charge attack there. There's Coral Tie. There's defense arrow getting plus 2 defense armor for 5 seconds. It has already subsided there. Veteran Casualty research just got completed. But still got good number of spearmans. But still just hardened spearmen. Archers fires a volley that won the spearmen. So to step away, trying to prolong, trying to pick off as many spearmen before committing the Keshiks. He's starting to commit Keshiks in now. Archers with a few hits there from the Ghazi Raiders. Keshiks now back on in. Got a big, massive brawl here. The boosted veteran Keshiks are able to get some great damage done. Looks like Orange is falling back. Orange has come out ahead in total destroyed values so far. He's supposed to start falling back. Last of these bears being cleaned on up. Pulls back, be nice and safe, and can now finish him off. Coral Tie, he must have superior mobility. That seems like a relatively quick part there. Trying to stop the Coral Tie from being deployed in the field, which is very important. You can probably take time to redeploy the Coral Tie over here. Coral Tie gets established. Where's Biovo? That is a tower. Looks like going for prepping some yellow networks, looks like. He has a series of towers already deployed in the field. He has superior mobility. The villagers migrating over here for another various food deposit. Looks like feeling some of this infrastructure going down. Kurtai being providing a bit of health regen there. Got some crossbows now mixed on in. Right now, the Deadly Stone player has a good number of lancers, so spearmen and crossbow both be excellent. Keshiks push right forward, gain some damage on in. Over here, we do now have the Lancer here. Keshiks push way forward. Going for a Wolo. Nope. Definitely was planning one. Here, stone could be tried repaired. Those are crossbowmen, not villagers. Curl Tide pushing pretty far forward. Looks like Yellow's gonna try to close out the game. Defense arrow there. He needs to fall back. Does fall back far enough. I'm assuming the cards can't get converted. Just something I just assume. I just don't know off the top of my head. Another roll there. Doesn't have to pull back too far in. Or back. Crossbow providing good fire support, being boosted by the Curl Tide. Another roll there. Cash check engaging. Cash check getting picked off there by those villagers, getting shanked. To fall back, trying to engage it. Curl Tide backing on off now. Curl Tide being salvaged. Do now the Step Lancer upgrade as well. Crossbowman fires a volley there. Got defense arrow there. Defense arrow has subsided. Crossbow started stepping away. Good number of those lancers there are quite wounded. Taking off a number of the lancers now. But looks like the Mongol player will lose his army. Does pick off the majority of the wounded lancers, leaving us 2 health, 1 remaining. Shaman there. Paul's gonna pick up a relic. We do have another Curl Tide unable to reestablish itself, and will get surrounded, at least from this side. Looks like Curl Tide will manage to escape on out there. All 6 sites have been captured up by the Mongols, not by the Delhi Sultanate. The Mongol player also have 2,000 gold in store, so he has enough gold age up and then some. He needs a lot more food. Cash is being cleaned on up over there. We do have a good number of pastures. We do have, let's see now, 13 approximately. 13 pastures with 2 levels of food economic tech. All can support 2.5 villagers each, so that's roughly, let's just round it to 30. He can support 30 villagers. Right now he has 39 villagers on food, but that may not all be on pastures. I think it is. So he's probably going to need to get out more pastures, which he is. But some are still just are actually in an incomplete state. Got some more arch ranges now. Now for the siege engineers, will other technologies being researched, of course, for Delhi Sultanate. Level 2 wood for the Mongol player. Now going for level 1 mining. Another prayer tent. He's gonna go for the monistic shrines. So it gets more sheep production. Good number of lances here. Some gods are just mixing in. Crossbows in the region. Got another Collins Hunter here. Increasing range of these crossbow by some amount. They're in a 5.75. Lancers flank over there. Cash is trying to engage. Crossbow getting overran. That was a crossbow will quick go on down there. That villager gets impaled by the Lancers. Of course, we got this trading or outpost here, which will by the network. No trade in this region, but increasing move speed is always quite nice. I guess you can split up a little bit too much, crossbow firing away. Defense arrow now deployed in the field. Crossbowmen are getting surrounded, at least from this side. Looks like Orange just went out the fight. The destroyed values are quite incredibly even. Got now a War Elephant here, and a large number of scholars there hitting the same target. So these hedges cannot focus them down. We have the Curl Tide deployed out here, getting battered down by these War Elephants. Crossbowmen are counter them as well as Spearmen. Needs more pastures. You can see the stockpile villagers there. That's way too many. Curl Tide under siege as well. The Mongol player needs to fix his pasture. He needs to fix his wood income. Severely, he is in a severely bad state when it comes to sheep collection. Though there's actually more pastures being established over here, so he has a good number of them in the field. Okay, so there's a bit more than I realized. Up to 26. That should be able to, 75 villagers on wood. He doesn't need any more villagers on gold. He has enough to age up, and with some technologies afterwards. He may be eyeing for a bit of trade afterwards, and maybe decide for this a little bit later. Altai has been destroyed. Kashrik's falling back with the Khan. There's a handful of teams there. Got now this group of Kashrik's here. May see some drive-by stabs from the War Elephant. Spearman trying to engage as well. Does not have the Hall Dolls research. The Mount Hall research. Wait, he has no research going. Did he not queue up research from the House of Learning? As this thing should be moving at 1.1 if he had the Film the Faith. Oh! Looks like he is. Does not get the conversion there, but look at this. Delhi Summit player is not actually getting this research going. I don't know what happened here, but his research here is completely idle. Is this a bug or is this a mistake by the player? I'm not sure. This is with the new patch. But it's not actually queuing it. Here's nothing. Garrison should still be able to get some sort of trickle, because that's 3 minutes. But it's not counting down. I don't know what's going on. If that's a player mistake or bug. Because to me, I don't see it in the research bar. And that is a pretty sizable mistake there. You just queue those all up and go. Curl Tide may be being repaired. Yep, it's getting repaired up now. You can see a chain of outposts in order to increase mobility. Archers now firing away. Got a Wolo there. I hear a bunch of spear braces. Oh no. Oh! How many spearmen did he just convert? I don't think you can convert any. Oh, I see Keshik there as well. Let's see. One Ghazi, one Keshik, and a good number of spearmen, that's for sure. This may be 15 Mongol spearmen. Pretty sure that's all Mongol spearmen. Oof, that's a sizable conversion. And archers now are completed. Outpost being upgraded with some spring golden placements. He has 33 villagers there, so we'll need 6 outposts or 7 outposts to keep these all villagers safe. Of course, the Yam network, these villagers do move at decent speed away. Spearmen intercepting, very good. Some crossbow being picked apart there. Horsemen pushing forward to engage some of these archers. And horseman does get picked off there. Then horseman on the way from the Mongol player. Looks like he still has one Keshik alive, but all of the Mongol spearmen have gone down. And this guy is being cleaned on up. The war elephant is now advancing. Oh, here, got some spearmen and a Keshik push way forward. Let's see, there's Ghazi Raiders and the Keshik. Delhi Sultanate Keshik. Protai under siege. It has been fully repaired, so he has access to the damage bonus aura, as well as the health regen. Now the horsemen and lances push forward. The Delhi Sultanate Keshik is somewhat getting in trouble moving forward. Prototype trying to reestablish there, knocks away the deer. Delhi Sultanate Keshik still alive. The war elephant has gone down. He's focused on the Delhi Sultanate Keshik there, not the horsemen. Though there's a good number of lancers there. A couple more Keshiks, Mongol Keshiks coming right over here. Archers and crossmen firing away. Delhi Sultanate Keshik is hitting the spearmen. The rest of these mounted units are falling back, and Delhi Sultanate Keshik has gone down. War elephant now in the build queue for Ore. Another one. Over on the right side, you have spearmen here. Got a bit of raid. Wait, I saw plus 50. Has he got some raid bounties? We have level 1. We have some basic raid bounties, as well as the improved whistling arrow. Very nice. That upgrade I always think people should go for much more often. But we have now regular raid bounties. I usually think improved raid bounties are better because it allows you to convert stone to other resources. Has enough stone for as well at the exact moment as well. Granted, it was actually buffed recently, so now it doesn't require 7 structures to get torched down. Now it's like 4 structures to get torched down before you start getting profit. Much better. Prototype did take a bit of damage there. Members well, packed up structures have no range armor. Just in case here, Cognitive Palace now on the build queue. Mongol players capture all the sacred sites once again. And looks like Kurultai will go down as well. It's also on fire now. And this horseless carriage is faster than this horseless war elephant. Last is gold deposit about to be seized as well. There's still this 4,000. But we do now have age 4 of the Mongol player. It does go for the very powerful Common Palace. The Common Palace was slightly nerfed in this patch. A number of the assets do take 5 seconds longer to deploy on the field. Still very, very good. And the first round is a round of horse archers, which does include a Khan's Hunter to go along with them. Elite catching upgrade now on the way, as well as the veteran elite archer incendiary arrows and elite crossbowmen. Probably a good idea to not go for Megadite. There's too many regular archers in the field. So I think it'd be a good idea to go for more horsemen than Keshiks. Units do clean up those structures over here. Got these forces straight forward. Finish off that one unit. Keshiks and Khan. I think the Khan may just need to use a speed arrow. But remember, well, the Khan has 16 or 26 damage, 24 base damage this age. So the Khan is very powerful. His our academy now being torn field, which will give him a bit of food generation per research obtained. Elite horse archers now put on the field. They have, of course, incendiaries. They also have Gallop activated. Oh, it looks like they finally fixed a bug where you can activate Gallop. Gallop is now active, giving them +2 range as well as a bit of extra movement speed. They do also have Boyar's Fortitude research, or at least on the effects of Boyar's Fortitude, which is very nice. These war weapons getting picked apart. Incendiary elite crossbows are going to do great damage. Yeah, some apart. Now the Kurultai looks like it's no longer on fire. It may have actually been saved. You now have a lot of research queued on up. House Alerting still is in this state. Does take out that scholar there. Takes the relic carrier there, and the rest of the scholars are straight up going down. Oh! Pier has fixed the issue at the last moment. As Angerade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.